Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we're going to talk about a franchise that I really like. I mean, it's one of my favorite kid stuff. When I was a kid, it was Goldorak in France, also called UFO Robot Grendizer, also called Goldorak. I mean, it had many names depending on the country. In France it was Goldorak, in the US and mostly worldwide Japan it's UFO Robot Grendizer, in Italy it's Goldorak. And I've already spoken to you about this because I had shown you this action figure, which is really very cool, of Actarus, Duke Fleet, the main character. And basically in France, because France absolutely adores Goldorak, they've now released a little vinyl statue. I mean, there's no other way of describing it. And so even though I'm not really a huge statue fan, because there's not really that much that is easily buyable about Goldorak, because it can get extremely expensive very quickly, and I try and do mostly action figures. And well, the action figures for Goldorak, there's not that many. There's the old Seiji figure from France from the 70s. There is an Italian Frankentoy retro figure, which is a tiny one. There is this one, of course, and the rest is mostly vinyl stuff, to be honest. Oh, there is, of course, this beautiful Mego style figure that was done by Random Noir in the US a few years ago, and it's absolutely stunning. But maybe I will have to show it to you someday. I try not to show customs in general in my videos, but could be fun to show it to you. So here we go. So we do have this figure. It's about 8 inches, I suppose. It seems to be, and it comes in this beautiful decorated box. So you do have of course Goldorak the robot on the side. On the back you do have the a picture of the statuette, which is actually, it's a vinyl statue, it's not a polystone or whatever. And you will notice that there is actually an extra varnish on some of the box art, so as you can see, I mean, it's refracting the light. And of course on the other side you do have just Actarus for Duke Fleet. It's done by ABYstyle, well, or should I say ABYstyle. It's a French company, so I don't know if it is ABYstyle Studio exactly, so you go, but I will call them ABYstyle because that's, I mean, it sounds more posh probably. And we're going to open it and see what it looks like. I mean, there's probably not that much to say about a statue, and but it will look nice, and for once you won't have a video that lasts for something like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, so maybe that will be a nice change for you guys. Of course, as usual, open at the bottom. It's always better. So what do we have? We do have a little catalog, which is the catalog of the kind of other products that they do. As you can see, they do lots of Japanese style figure. Oh, and they do have a Nightmare Before Christmas collection as well. So that's the little catalog. And then we're going to get our friend Actarus out. The background in the box, because it's basically printed on the box, so there's no way to get the insert out, but it represents the moon base for the villains, which I think is actually a nice touch. And now we're going to free him from his little plastic prison. It's actually surprisingly, I mean, I expected it to be a bit lighter. It's not very heavy. So here you go. This is the little statue, which is really cool. There is absolutely no articulation. I mean, some vinyl figures have a bit of articulation, but this one doesn't at all. It's very nicely done. I do like the detail. I'm not quite sure if you can see it, but the helmet actually has a clear plastic visor so that you can see the face underneath, but it's actually a separate item. It's basically the sculpt and the visor are separated, so you can actually get the depths. I hope you can really see it. Yes, you should be able to see it. Trying to do that, it's difficult with the light today, but so here you go. You've got the figure. As I was saying, it's about 8 inch. It stands without the stand, which is great. Let's see. I've got this is an 8-inch figure of Marge. It's a very old figure, but that should give us an idea. Yeah, it looks about between 7 inch and 8 inches. I mean, there's slight difference. Yeah, probably about 7 inches. Between 7 and 8, and it looks really good. I mean, the detail is really nice. I do like the posture. You do have some shiny parts and some matte finish parts, which is really cool, and the helmet is really very nicely done, and it comes with a stand, which, as you've noticed, I mean, you can't see the feet from here on the image, but it stands very well without needing a stand. But we do have this stand here, which is done like a piece of rock, and underneath it does say dynamic planning, SFC Super Figure Collection, ABYstyle Studio. So here you go, and we're going to put him on his stand so that you can see that. If I can manage to find, yes, it's always the thing with vinyl, you never quite know if it's going to be in really correctly aligned. The holes are not always correctly aligned with the pegs when you've got it done, but it looks really fantastic. It's really nice. I'm very, very happy to have that. It's just out, so I mean, if you're interested in Goldorak or UFO Robot Grendizer, you can order it. I think you can find it online very easily in quite a few different shops. You can find it also on eBay and everything, but it's actually very, very nice, and I've found it. I got it from the UK without a problem. I've seen it on advertised on some American website, so I'm pretty sure it's fairly easy to find, and it's actually quite it's not very expensive. I mean, for I can't remember how much I paid, but it was less than I think it was 30 or 40 pounds maximum. I can't remember to be quite honest, but it's not a very expensive item, and it is very, very cool. So here you go. I'm going to show you the box once again. So this is the box for it. It's Goldorak, and it's from Duke Fleet or Actarus for French people, and it's done by ABYstyle Studio, and it's a very, very cool item, and the box looks really cool as well. So anyway, that was a short one, I told you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.